Hey guys, I hope all is well. Thank you for joining me for this Truth Talk episode. In today's episode, we will be talking about the real reason Drake painted his nails. But before we begin, I just wanted to remind you guys to subscribe to my second channel, Truth Network. Dee recently launched her own show called Dee's Corner on the second channel, with one episode already out and a new one coming soon. And I am getting ready myself to start a new series called 2-Minute Truths, where I cover all types of current topics or just information that I want to share in short videos that are at least 2 minutes and less than 5 minutes. So if you guys don't want to miss any Truth content, make sure you subscribe to my second channel, Truth Network, now. You can find the channel tagged in the description of this video or on my channel homepage. Thank you all. Now let's get right into it. Hip-hop is one of the most influential genres of music I would say ever created. No other genre of music has been able to influence what seems to be the entire world. In 2023, you can find hip-hop culture spread throughout all corners of the world. It has become the most consumed genre of music in recent years, a genre that just keeps on growing and growing, influencing more and more people. This means the artists a part of hip-hop are some of the most influential people in the entire world. Their songs and actions shape the minds of people, especially young people. While people look at hip-hop as just music, they forget to realize the power that music has. Music shapes our minds, and this can be especially dangerous when it comes to most of the things that hip-hop pushes. Most of you should know by now, I was born and raised in the Bronx. Living in New York, I saw firsthand the influence these rappers had over the people. I myself was heavily influenced by hip-hop, as I grew up blocks away from where hip-hop was created. Growing up, I acted tough, and I also spoke and dressed the way I did because of the music I was consuming. As a kid, 50 Cent and Eminem were my two favorite rappers. I saw them like superheroes, and I wanted to be just like them when I grew up, just like the millions of other kids from urban communities. So many people from my very block threw away their lives because they were trying to live out the rappers' raps. The music we listen to shapes us whether you want to accept it or not. This is simply the truth. We have to ask ourselves, what exactly is hip-hop shaping the world to be? Unfortunately, for a very long time now, hip-hop has been used to push nothing but corruption to its listeners. For years now, the biggest rappers have made rap songs promoting violence, gang culture, substance use, and just about everything else that corrupts the soul. Today's society is seeing the effects of this firsthand. The youth are more soulless than ever before. We are seeing younger and younger kids who should still be innocent, committing all types of evil that we would never have even imagined. The entire Bronx and Brooklyn drill rap scene is driven by surprisingly young kids being taken out and then disrespected in a rap song. The kids who are drilling today grew up listening to rappers like Chief Keef, Lil Durk, and King Von, who promoted drilling in their songs, instructing them to catch bodies in just every song they made. The labels rewarded these artists for making songs like this, pushing this agenda. The labels take these songs and put them in rotation, playing them everywhere as the message consumes the audience. That's only one of the agendas pushed by hip-hop today. A new agenda we have recently been seeing creeping up is what I like to call the Lil Nas X agenda. Historically, hip-hop culture doesn't really accept being gay as a rapper. It was seen as a career killer if a male artist came out as a gay man. This led to those that were gay in the industry to keep it on the down low. Even though it didn't look like there were gay rappers back in the early 2000s, I can assure you there were. The thing is, if a rapper came out in the 2000s saying they were gay, they wouldn't sell any records. Hip-hop did not accept this within the culture. In the 2000s, it was a big deal that Cam'ron was wearing pink. This triggered many, as they saw men wearing pink as a sign that they were feminine. It wasn't really until the 2010s that we started seeing what most people would consider gay culture within hip-hop. In the early 2010s, the internet saw the rapper Lil B dressing feminine and dropping his project, which he called I'm Gay. This caused some controversy, but not as much as it would have if it was a mainstream artist, since Lil B was more of an underground rapper. But shortly after A$AP Rocky would make his debut, Rocky faced the same controversy when he was seen being extra feminine and even wearing a dress at one point, calling it fashion. A couple years after this, we saw Young Thug picking up where A$AP Rocky left off. Thug would be seen wearing dresses and calling his homies his baes, taking these feminine tendencies to a whole new level. This, in my opinion, was the turning point in hip-hop when the agenda really began to show. Not long after Young Thug, we saw the rise of rappers like Lil Uzi Vert, who often dressed femininely and also painted his nails. We saw Playboi Carti also painting his nails and dressing just like Uzi would. And it was the same with Lil Peep and Lil Pump and just about all the rest of the SoundCloud rappers, as they were all embracing this new feminine look. Not long after that, the world was introduced to Lil Nas X, and this is when it became obvious. Just like the music industry was pushing violence through the artists, they were now pushing this Lil Nas X agenda. After Lil Nas X came out to the world, the floodgates were open, and hip-hop seemed to have been becoming more accepting to this idea. We started seeing all of hip-hop embraces as a whole, and to the surprise of many, the new face behind this agenda is the biggest rapper in the world right now, Drake. It is obvious that Drake has been the face of hip-hop for the last 5 years, and he is most definitely the most influential rapper in the industry. So of course it shocked hip-hop when Drake was the one painting his nails. A few days ago, Drake posted this photo showing off his newly painted pink nails. This wasn't the first time either, as a couple weeks back, he was again all over headlines because he had done the same thing, painted his nails. Many hip-hop fans were in disagreement on how to react to this. Some felt that Drake painting his nails was not only strange, but wrong. Others were rocking with it as the other rappers are doing it too. Even though all the new rappers seemed to embrace being more feminine, some of Drake's fans felt that Drake never showed signs of this before. The thing that seems to confuse people is, why would Drake do this? He is 36, turning 37 in 3 months, and he is already the biggest rapper in the world. Why would he have to do what the other younger rappers are doing? It's not like Drake is falling off. He is still one of the highest selling rappers out now. So why is he painting his nails? Does he just want to express his true self? Well, the reason has nothing to do with Drake expressing himself. Even though I wouldn't be surprised if Drake came out, but that's not the reason he is doing this. DJ Akademiks, while on a live stream, slipped up and exposed to the world why Drake really did this. According to DJ Akademiks, Drake has to push the Lil Nas X agenda in order to make it to the next level. He states that Drake is going on tour soon and about to drop an album and wants to make sure his album sales do well. Akademiks brings up Bad Bunny as an example, the biggest artist in the world, not just in hip-hop, and establishes the fact that Bad Bunny only made it to that level because he sold out and started pushing the Lil Nas X agenda. Akademiks then states that Drake wanted to make it to that Bad Bunny level, and in order to do that, he had to start pushing the Lil Nas X agenda by painting his nails.
I think Drake is plateaued, and I've been told y'all that. I told you, Bad Bunny, Drake's my favorite, so me giving criticism is not hate, it's just the truth. Bad Bunny flew past Drake a long time ago. Bad Bunny's doing these big-ass stadiums, like, he just keeps getting bigger and bigger by day. Now, keep in mind, he only started doing music or, like, start putting out music, like, in the last, like, 7 or 8 years. Drake been doing this, like, twice as long. And I think Drake has probably come to the conclusion that the only way he could get to the next level, he has to lean into this game. I'm going to be honest with you. That's my personal opinion. Like, I'm being honest with you. I think Drake has thought, only way I could get any bigger than I am now, I got to lean into this game. Drake is in hip-hop. If he go kiss a it's over for him. His catalog is done. So I think a good way of him kind of like, straddle the line in a sense is do like this. Truth be told. Let's keep it a bean. Like, he can't kiss. He can't do the wild game. So he could do like the subtle, like, I'm moist, I'm sus. I don't think this is Drake. Honestly, I think this is a pure career move. I wouldn't be surprised if he got a song with Lil Nas X next. Like, he's known to capitalize on whatever the quote-unquote meta is. I think the meta right now is being gay. Somebody said there's an agenda. They're trying to push to the kids. I mean, there is an agenda. Consequently, do I think Drake is pushing the agenda with his nails? Yes, which is the emasculation of black men. But I don't think he's doing it for the purpose of pushing the agenda. I think he's doing it for the purpose of pushing his career forward or to a new plateau. It is what it is.
As you heard for yourself, Akademiks claims that Drake is painting his nails to push the Lil Nas X agenda. He also goes on to state that Drake is literally pushing the agenda of emasculating black men. These words came out of Akademiks' mouth, and I honestly believe this is a slip-up. Not long after this, Akademiks started acting like he didn't know why Drake painted his nails, after clearly stating why. Well, Academics was right. Drake wants to stay on top of the game, and the elite that run the industry told Drake it's time to get with the program. Drake has always complied with the industry. It's the reason he made it to the level he is at today. Drake is just another industry puppet, and the industry had to wait for the right time to push this agenda through the biggest hip-hop artists in the world. They felt hip-hop was now ready to accept this as part of the culture. Academics was right when he admitted that this is all an agenda, as they're trying to corrupt the minds of the youth. Now people know why rappers like Playboi Carti, who looked like this when he came in the industry, end up looking like this after being in the industry. Or how Lil Nas X went from this to that. Even NBA Youngboy was considered a gangster rapper, was made to paint his nails, and even put makeup on his face. It is not a coincidence that none of these rappers did this before the fame, but after the fame, they all start pushing the same agenda. Academics was right about Bad Bunny. He is on top because he is willing to do whatever they tell him to. If he's instructed to kiss a man while performing, he's going to do it. If you tell him to cross-dress like a woman for a video, he is going to do it. He is willing to pay the price to be the biggest puppet. Drake wants to keep going up, not down. And if Drake isn't jumping on board with the same agenda as all the rest, they're gonna find someone who will push that agenda and give them Drake's spot. This is why Drake is painting his nails, because he is a part of normalizing this. This is how Drake is gonna stay on top of hip-hop for a few more years. So don't be surprised if Drake starts wearing dresses and skirts, or even starts doing what Bad Bunny did during that performance. I myself always felt Drake was hiding his true self, especially when we know he was a part of Young Money, and we all know what Birdman did to Wayne, so it's not surprising if the same thing happened to him. Like I said at the beginning of this, the music we listen to shapes us. Those making the music are selling themselves out to push this agenda. The fans that are consuming this are exposed to this agenda, and this would eventually shape the way they think. It is not a coincidence the TV, the schools, the movies, the sports, and now even hip-hop are all pushing the same exact agenda. This means this agenda is a very important part of their plans. We know these artists' main purpose is to lead the masses away from God. They have convinced the world to worship the stars and themselves, sadly forgetting about God. Like I always say, we must remember that every day we wake up, our souls are at stake. And we also must remember to help those who can't see the truth find the truth. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I just want to give a special shout out to the Truth Movement members. I truly appreciate every single one of you. If you'd like to further support the channel, join the Truth Movement, or you can join me on Patreon where I drop exclusive videos monthly. The link would be in the description. Another way you can further support the channel is by checking out the Truthfist store and seeing if you find anything you like. Every purchase you make goes directly to helping the channel and furthering Truth Records. Also, please leave a comment on your thoughts below and on any future topics you would like to see me cover on my channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified when I drop new videos. If you like this video, please leave a like as it helps other people find these videos. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram and follow me there for more truth. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.